honk.
Hey, it's that it's that honk time of day again. What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Arvanauts. Welcome, everybody, to a Tuesday stream. It is Tuesday, March 31st. Welcome to the final day of March. I feel like it was just yesterday. I was like, I think we could maybe stop saying Happy New Year. And now we are literally a quarter of the way through the year. So I just want to point that out to everybody, that we are a quarter of the way through the year. So time is a flat circle, and I'm just letting you know. But I hope everyone is doing well and is looking forward to our session today, which is going to be the Chat Chosen Game of the Month, Patreon Field Chat Chosen Game of the Month, Tactical Breach Wizards. I am excited to give this a try. It looks ridiculous, and so exactly the kind of thing that we're going to have that. I'm very pumped up. Yeah, exactly, Geister. As of tomorrow, April 1st, no question that April Fool's Day is not the day that everyone would claim that Half-Life 3, etc. are being released. But it is good to see everybody. I am excited for today and for a big stream day, actually. So welcome. Let's get a couple of bits of business out of the way. If you haven't already done so, please follow the channel. Please check out and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I just dropped a new short today on Greg Talks Writing, !RvTube for that. You can subscribe over there. It's free for you to do that. It really helps us out. Discord is !RvCord. You can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. Blue Sky, !RvSky. Please follow me over there at that blogging platform, microblogging platform of choice. Website for this, arvanelleron.com. Financially, !ArvShop. That's the merchandise area. !ArvTreon is the Patreon. Trying to rebuild that, get that back up into triple digits again. That really does help. You can get cool stuff for yourself that you can't get just by subbing, just as you can get some things for subbing that you can't get by supporting the Patreon. So hopefully you might have some interest in doing both. But you can get some cool stuff in the Patreon for you, epic character backgrounds and poems written about you and all kind of cool stuff, even critiques of your writing, plus inspirations to help our players. So please consider supporting us over there at the Patreon. Also, please consider subscribing to the channel to get those custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch, plus those inspirations. On the publishing side, !Icarus, graphic novel from Athos Arts, !Library, Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library, my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment, and Greyshade, that's my Greyshade IP, Greyshade Renegade Heretic, award-winning, critically acclaimed from Athos Arts. You can get that. You can get those books right there, right now. In fact, Greyshade is currently on sale for another week or two, so you can get that right now for $9.99. You can also get copies of the audiobook. I believe you get a code for that for either very cheap or free. So definitely consider jumping on board and getting that. Those audiobooks, Greyshade, Renegade, and Heretic, available from Trend Sparks. Of each of those books, print books as well. And you can also pre-order the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade, coming out from Alligator Alley Entertainment, designed by our very own Brandon O'Brien, coming soon. So you can pre-order that TTRPG as well. I am very excited for all of that. And I should mention, I've got some good publishing news on the way, knock on wood. Not in a position I can announce it yet, but we're getting closer to being able to do so. So very excited about the prospects of that. That's going to be awesome. So please do that. Yes, Greyshade is available at the Big River for $2.99. That is correct. And available, I think, directly. You can get if you go directly to Athos as well, Athos's website, you can also get that there. Not for $2.99, but you can also get the audiobook. There's a free Spotify code that's associated with that as long as supplies last. So you can jump on board there. Please do that. That would be lovely. And as always, !BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. !Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And !Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage. And we send the message, we'll do so for others in that situation in the future as well. Continued good love and support to the people of Minnesota, Minneapolis specifically, continuing to fight against federal occupation. We are inspired and moved continually by your courage. Much love to everyone there and everyone who is battling. Much love to all those who did the No King stuff this weekend as well. This is, as I say, the final stream of March, the final day of streaming, I should say. I'm going to be here until a little after 3 p.m. Eastern. Then at 4 p.m. Eastern today, I'll be over on GOG.com playing more with Pen and Pixels, playing more Evoland 2 as we move into the end game there. I'm going to be ending that stream an hour early because I need to pick up my daughter from school. And then I will be back tonight on this channel at 9 p.m. Eastern with the amazing Our Vocalist doing more Citizen Sleeper 2. I am very excited for that. You do not want to miss it. It's going to be a good time. So yes, please do all of those good things. That would be lovely. And then we're going to get into, starting on Thursday, April. April's going to be a really fun stream, and it looks like April's going to be a really fun month of streaming. I have to set the schedule. Have not had the chance to do that. I am almost caught up with work now, I think. Thank goodness. It's been a busy one. But I will say that I'm pretty sure that Thursday, this coming Thursday, is looking like it's going to be the premiere. Not 100% sure, but I think, of Super Mario RPG. That's right. So for all those who have nostalgia for that game or who have never played it and they're like, come on, a Super Mario RPG done by Square, the people that brought you Final Fantasy. Imagine Mario, but with Cloud and with a bunch of swords and no. It's not exactly what it is, but it is by Square. And I've never played it before, and I'm excited to give it a shot. So we're going to do some Super Mario RPG. It's role-playing with Peach. It's a certain kind of role-playing. It's not the kind of role-playing that, there's a certain kind of role-play which is not appropriate for during the day, okay? I'm talking about I'm talking about regular role-playing. I don't know what you all are talking about. I can't even imagine what you're all saying. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to that tonight. Hello, everyone. Good to see you all. Looking forward to that on Thursday, I should say. And tonight, looking forward to more of the Our Vocalists. I am wearing a short sleeve shirt. I went biking today. I did go biking last week, although it was cold still, but it is starting to warm up. It's going to be unseasonably warm today and tomorrow. Then it's going to drop back down, but then it's going to go back up a little bit, and it's going to stabilize around 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit, which is where it should be this time of year, which means it's great weather for cycling. So I got out biking, which is great. And I'm excited for that. One thing I don't know if I had a chance to show you folks, just one quick thing before we get started with Tactical Breach. I wanted to put this out there, and I want to see if we can do a link for this. I don't trust it. I know. I know it's still too much seesaw. I agree. I was going to mention this Trifid. I should see if I can find a link so I can post this in here. I did show this off, but I wanted to show it again. This is the Game Narrative Kaleidoscope. 100+ essays on the craft of game writing. It is from, as you can see, Inkle, the company that did the incredible Sorcery video game series, that did Heaven's Vault, that did the Highland story, which I played on here, which did Around the World in 80 Days. Inkle does a lot of good stuff. And they put together this book, which is a very nice book, of these essays with a bunch of people, including the lead on Prince of Persia and a whole bunch of stuff. And your boy is in this at, let's see, I think it's page... Is it page 388? Yes, page 388 with this essay, Implied Storytelling and Moral Messages, in which I tell the story I've spoken about on the channel about my experience playing Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. And the cool thing about this book is not only are there all these incredible essays, but it's designed as sort of a choose-your-own-adventure-ish almost a little bit, in that you get to the end of an essay and then it gives you choices. So at the end of mine, it gives you text interfaces offer different affordances or more thoughts about interfaces. And if you go to the text interfaces offering different affordances, that's page 250. If you go over there, it says why I love text parsers. And if you go to more thoughts on interfaces, that's page 138, and that will get you to Interface and the Power of Flatness by the designer of Caves of Kood. So very, very cool, very neat stuff. Hey, what's up, Effect Life? That's right, exactly, Effect Life. No, exactly. And good to see you, Effect Life. I hope all's well. Yeah, I really it's a very Inkle way of doing it also. So let me see if I can just put this in here. So I do have one. It is available from there directly. Eurogamer.net just did a thing on this, and I'm going to put a link here, which hopefully we can get put in. This is just a note to Trifid, or I know Prince Justin's not really here, but maybe just a link for Trifid when you get a chance at some point. No rush, but when you can, to put a link to the Game Narrative Kaleidoscope. You can get a paperback. You can get a hardcover linen wrap, which I don't know if I got that. I think I might have gotten. I got a few to sell. I don't know that I've gotten the hardcover one. I should double check and see. Actually, I need to check that now and see if I did that. Let's see. Send emails. Check. Hardcover linen wrap? ? I don't know if I got that one or not. Thank you very much. Thank you, Prince Justin. So yeah, that right there, you can get the ebook, you can get the paperback, and you can get the hardcover linen wrap. And like, there's a lot there. They also have right now a podcast where they're having conversations with authors. I have to see if I can get myself onto that. I have not had the time. I've been way too busy doing other stuff so far, but anyway, very cool. Very interesting book. I'm actually looking forward to, as soon as I finish Ada Palmer's Inventing the Renaissance, which I'm almost done with. It's a long book, and I've been busy with all the reading I have to do during a given semester. But once I'm done with that, I'm going to be going through some of Game Narrative Kaleidoscope because I'm curious to see some of the other essays in it. And then we'll see. Then it's going to be, after that, I'm going to be doing some Dragonlance reading for my upcoming Dragonlance campaign. But yeah, definitely give it a shot. Check it out because I think it's a neat collection, and I want to obviously encourage more stuff like that. So. Yeah, but what we're playing today, folks, is this. What we are playing today is, wait a minute, did I leave that out? Okay, good. We are playing Tactical Breach Wizards. Now, I put this up because I really liked this trailer, and so I wanted you all to see the trailer because I thought it was really funny. So I'm going to play it, and then we're going to play the game, which I have now bought and installed. So this is the game we're playing today, Tactical Breach Wizards.
In a world where the top special forces operatives are all just wizards for some reason, one team is unstoppable. Not yours. Hers. The Black Ops Chronomancer. Her team of needlessly fancy goons have brought the world to the brink of war. And only one group of mismatched rejects stands in her way. A disgraced retired Navy seer who can see every possible future but can't remember his own tragic backstory. The freelance Storm Witch, a private investigator whose mastery of lightning is devastating, unless her enemies aren't standing near windows. The Necromedic, a surgeon who turned to necromancy when she lost her medical license. She can heal you, but she'll have to kill you first. The Rebel Riot Priest, your heavy support. Faith is her armor. But she is also wearing actual armor. Together, there's no threat they can't stop. As long as they can get there by public transport, they can rewind every time they screw it up. And there's an easy mode if they need it. Tactical Breach Wizards. Coming to Steam August 22nd. Demo available now. Also, could you wishlist it, please? Thanks.
I like the sense of humor on that. So I was like, needlessly, they're all wizards for some reason in a world where everyone's a wizard for some reason. I love that trailer. So anyway, I'm excited. Here's hoping that game is as good as advertised. We shall see. All right, so we're gonna give this a shot. Okay, I have never played this before. Oh, and also let's see. Yes, except it's not in. The only thing is, I like that a lot, Triffid. The only thing is that it's not in campaigns. It's implicit storytelling in games, because it's not actually a tabletop thing. It was a video game thing that I was talking about. So it's implicit storytelling in games would be the way to put that. Otherwise, that's amazing. If you could do exactly that, but just do that, that would be amazing. And thank you for being awesome. Thank you for being you. Okay, Tactical Breach Wizards. I've never played this before. I have heard many good things. So I think this was a Prince Justin one-ish, or it wasn't an Effect Life one. I don't remember who nominated this. Whoa. They say when a wizard dies, their soul is unleashed in the form of an anonymized analytics report. We like to know if that's happening a lot, so the game sends us some anonymous data about some gameplay events like that. Opt out below. Okay, that's fine. Oh, it was you. Okay. Let me cut down on the volume. Okay, how's the volume, chat? Is that okay? Is it too loud, or is it all right? How's the volume looking? How we sounding? Now it's good? All right, that's good. Okay. All right, here we go. Play. Wait, hold on. Options. Gameplay options. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Should be default. That's great. Wow, you can really modify it a lot. Okay. Okay, here we go. Start new game. Default. The Judasa Strait, a few years ago. WizTech, this is Mage at... Wait a minute. Can I get a... WizTech, this is Mage Actual. We're in position. Suppression Hex is online. Trauma Control Charms up. Breach Glyphs are hot. Checking. Check. Check, check, check. Check. 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check. Hello? Check. 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check. Check, check, check. Check. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check, check. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. I think 30, but check 1, 2. 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 Check, check. Check 1, check, 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 check. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Hey, non-stop. Check 1, 2. Check. Check. 1, 2. All right. Check 1, 2. Check. Check 1, 2. Right. All right, Zan. What's Foresight telling you? I'm seeing 3 sprig. You know what? I don't like the echo effect. Check 1, 2. Check. Check. I don't like the echo effect, so I'm gonna leave it off. I'm seeing 3 sprig acolytes. Softwell silenced. Mac 10s. Want me to leave you one? If you're gonna get cocky, I'm not coming to your funeral. If you're gonna get cocky, I'm not coming to your funeral. If I ever get cocky enough to die, I'll have the decency to get you killed too. Appreciate it. All right, let's do this. Whoa. Whoa. Left you an easy one, Zan. Wow. Patronizing. Select your 3-bolt burst ability, then issue order on the enemy to shoot them. Okay. Oh, actually the right one? Make your way to the laptop. Find your use laptop ability on the left and use it. Hit done to proceed. No problem, this game's so easy. Oh. What are we doing here, Liv? They've got us raiding a Druid Mafia smuggling ship. How is this a military op? Actually, I need to do the... They've got us raiding a Druid Mafia smuggling ship. How is this a military op? You know I don't ask those kinds of questions, Anne. And you know I sleep better than you. You're good with using force in metal and waters? Go in quick and clean like I taught you, and they'll never know who hit him. I feel like that didn't address the substance of my question, but I guess it's not the time. You don't care who we're extracting? Huh? Don't you? Young adult male. What do you want, his dating profile? You can ask him if he likes long walks on the beach after we stop the shrub mob flaying him with a barrel cactus. I guess we're not fighting out in the corridor. Right, so what's behind door number 2? I see 4 hostiles. More sprigs than an elder shrub lord. You good for 3? I'm good for 4, but I'll let you feel useful. That was only 2. I'm letting you blossom. Move the laptop. Zan can see 1 second into the future, foreseeing how any decision will play out. His abilities revolve around time and supporting his team. You see 1 second into the future. Okay, 1 mana. Shoot the enemy you can't take cover from. Well, that's this one. All right, end turn. And you can rewind. Interesting. Okay. All right, so... All right. Easy. All right, what's next? 2 sprigs and a great oak in a ghillie suit. The great oak is wearing a ghillie suit? It is, yeah. Isn't it already a tree? Maybe they want to be mistaken for a sniper. Let's get in there and kill it. Breach! It's good that they keep hanging out near windows. So this is the action phase, the foresee phase. Enemies attack. If none have valid plans, we skip this phase. You can't take further actions, but you can still rewind. And then enemy turns. Enemies move and make new plans. They do not attack yet. You can no longer rewind this turn. This guide is only shown on this level. Drink in that sweet tutorialization while you can. Attack the Shrub Lord. Can't take him. Can you dodge this? You're the one with foresight. You tell me. Use the foresee button to find out whether Liv can dodge this shot. Nope. You can always rewind all the way back to the start of your turn. Move close enough to the Shrub Lord that he targets you instead. Alright, I'll take the hit. But you owe me a mending vial after this. Foresee the outcome. Nice. All right, Intel said this is where they're holding the asset. You see him? Yeah, they've got him bound and bagged. Do you feel something weird coming from him? No, but then I can't see the future. I can only move infinitely fast. Maybe I'll feel it for all the 0 seconds I'm clearing the room and extracting him unharmed. Don't rush this one, Liv. There's a wild card in that room. I'm a chronomancer, Zan. I'm just saying, if something goes south... You know your orders. The asset is the priority. If you have to blink him out of here yourself, you do it. Liv, did you just admit you could fail? Are you okay? I'm just indulging your insecurities, Zan. Stop clutching your crystals. You gonna breach this year? What the hell? Oh no! Something's happening! Oh, and then we do the credits. Music, Robert Arzola. Level design, Steve Lee. You only have time to deal with one threat. Try saving Liv and see if they shoot the hostage. Try saving the hostage and see if Liv can save herself, okay? So... How does it play out? Nope, that doesn't work. Alright, now try saving the hostage. Shit! I can't save them both. I think this is the only call. Hostage must survive. The hostage is safe. End your turn. Oh boy. Move next to the hostage and use blink out to extract them. Vesker to WizTac requesting immediate blink out. I did not play Frozen Synapse. In fact, I don't think I've heard of that. Tactical Breach. Wizards. Sting. Act 1. The Break. Rushwater PD. The DSR. Nowish. So let me get this straight. A notorious druid mafia enforcer gets shot by a doctor. And the first person on the scene just happens to be the meddling with every cop loves to hate. Meddling which every cop loves to hate. Jen Kellen, P.I. Being near to locations is my passion. What is it going to take to stop you inserting yourself in every missing persons case we investigate? I mean, you could try finding the people. Well, I'm sorry if solid police work sometimes takes a little longer than your witch's tricks, but we have procedures for a reason. Doesn't seem like every case gets the same procedures, though, does it? We're not getting into the Siegler case again, Kellen. We've said it all before. We really have. All right, so you hear a shot, you burst into these breaching glyphs, and you find Wexler already dead. Describe the shooter. White-haired woman. Good-looking, smartly dressed except for the surgical gloves. And a gun. No, she'd put the gun down. And you went for it? Even with all your spells and trinkets? Well, you see, I went for the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun. I went for that, I went for the gun, the gun, the gun. I try not to throw lightning at unarmed strangers. And what happened? She got there first. I'm dead now. That's a good line. Kellen, I got to it first. She seemed to reevaluate her situation at that point. She ran. And then you guys show up with the fucking traffic warlock. And what's your problem with Sergeant Clark? He made me kneel even though I'd already dropped the gun. He picked it up without gloves. He tracked mud all over the scene. And he put a 2-week stasis curse on my car. It's going to cost me more to get that disenchanted than I got paid for this whole job. Lucky for you, we're backed up, and it's not worth the time to prosecute you for any of this. Prosecute me? But next time you call us, stay put, stay out, and leave your wand at home. Did you get her? We have someone matching that description in custody, yes. Can I talk to her? Can you talk to the prime suspect in a murder investigation? No, Kellen, you can't. You're a PI, a provisional PI. Get out of here. Can you annex my car, please? I'm not insured for temporal curses. You'll have to take that up with Craft and Arcana Control. Fine. You're welcome, by the way. Unbelievable. Alright, so that's all working out. Hey, did you know your station's on fire? What? Ooh, what is this? You're too late to stop me. I don't know who you are. Oh. You're not Zan Vesker, Navy Seer? No, my name's Jen. Is Zan here? I don't think so. I haven't seen him in years. Ah. Well, prepare to burn. Oh, no thanks. Defenestrate the Pyromancer. Defenestrate, verb 1. Throw out of a window. Alright, Success. Zone 1 of 6 clear. Easy game. Easiest game of my life. Efficient, clean, fast. Turns 1. Hostiles unconscious 1. Defenestrations 1. Time 21 seconds. I'm sure that it's never going to get any harder than this. I'm sure this is exactly as hard as it will stay for the entire game. Yeah, it's a good one, defenestrate. Quality word. Zan? I was just talking about you. Oh, wait, Zan. Jen, what are you doing here? Solving a murder. How about you? Being arrested for, remind me? It's a list at this point. They think I'm part of the team raiding the station. I serve with Zan, guys. I'll vouch for him. No one cares. You remember what it means if I give the signal, right? 1 second on the clock. I remember. That's enough. On your knees. Now. Okay. Save Zan this turn. Read the description for your chain bolt. Chain a bolt through multiple targets, knocking each in a different direction. Target each enemy in the order you want to hit them. The bolt will follow the path shown, knocking each target back in the direction it hits them. Pushes the unit this many squares. If they hit a wall, remaining knockback is taken as damage. Ignores armor. Okay, so... Oh, nice. So it shows... Okay. Wait, rewind. I guess take cover. I took out the 2 officers. Can I select him? Oh, okay, now I'm on his turn. I was like, what the hell? What? I don't understand. Hey, what's up, big boss? Do I not have any actions? Why don't I have any actions? I'm kind of confused. I did save Zan. Oh, I see. Okay. Phew, thanks. What? What are you... What? I don't get it. Oh, okay. Can I not breach here? I'm not fully understanding this. I do enjoy me some ranging, for sure. I don't get what... I don't get it. It would be nice if Zan had any ability at all. I don't... understand. It feels like I did that right the first time, but then, like, why? I'm really confused. I don't know what I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here. Why? What do you mean? I have to save him this turn. How do I save him this turn when he doesn't have an action? Still doesn't have an action. I am so confused. Yeah, but it doesn't, I don't, it says take out the two, no, because see, it says take out the two officers behind Zan. Maybe they mean this one? Maybe they mean, oh, I see. Okay. One of those guys kind of had it coming. And the others? I didn't know them, but they'll be fine. I cast slow fall wards on the windows. Zone 2 of 6 clear. Complete, efficient, clean. Okay, I got it. So, how have you been? Not bad in any ways we have time to get into. How about you? What have you been up to? The team casting its way through this station right now is led by my former CO, Liv Kennedy. She might be the most dangerous person on the planet. I think she started trying to start a war, and it might be my fault. So, stopping that. Do you get medical with that? No, and it's becoming an issue. Listen, these guys didn't like me much before I defenestrated 2 of their colleagues, so we should probably get out of this building in the next 4 minutes if we don't want to stay here for 25 to life. What are we going to see when we open this? 1 cop, body armor, nightstick. Enforcer. They're tough. I suggest we try and put them through a window. You can't throw all of life's problems through windows, Jen. I do want to try throwing this problem through this window, though. Yeah, it actually might be the right call here. I'll have to come at it from the side to set you up. Take him when you have the shot. Ready? Breach! Okay, you can reposition wizards at the start of a level. Use the redeploy ability to move Zan to the breach position of the other door. So here... And then we shoot him. Yep. And then this guy, or rather, this person. Bye-bye. Ha-ha! Easy peasy. Does Liv Kennedy relate to Leon Kennedy? She's one of the East Resident Evil Kennedys. All right, complete, efficient, clean. Awesome. All right, so what does your former CO have against the Rushwater PD? I don't know. Who was the fire guy I ran into earlier? He asked after you, by the way. Oh, really? That's nice. No, I don't know who that is. Right. maybe we'll stick to Liv. What's her overall objective? I don't know. Who's she working for? Reactor. Great, and what's their objective? I don't know. And how long have you been on this investigation? 3 months. Zan. I'm a clairvoyant with an assault staff. I've never had to solve mysteries before. You need someone with investigative skills. Someone whose career is in a temporary dry spell despite her obvious talent. Hey, I'm hiring if you're interested. What does it pay? Nothing. I'm broke. That's actually very competitive with what I'm earning right now. I'll take a look at your files. Files, right. Zan. I'll make some. Never mind. What's up next? Another enforcer and bad news. No windows. We could just shunt him around until he gets so frustrated he goes home. I like it as a mental image, but I'm not convinced it's strategically watertight. Yeah, right, big boss? Don't worry, I've got this. I can set up a shot that'll knock him flat if he comes my way. Why don't you just use that all the time? It's a time thing. You've got to set it up in empty space and hope they walk into it. Why? It's an amethyst-jacketed time crystal. It exists in all places along its trajectory simultaneously. So when you touch it, it's like getting shot in the past, present, future, and a fourth time phase that mortals can't perceive. And that makes you fall down. That sounded cool, but didn't meaningfully explain anything. Fair. Breach? Breach. Set a trap for the enforcer. Predictive bolt. Aim in a direction with no enemy ahead to prepare a shot in the future. You'll fire at the first enemy to cross that line. You can't aim where an enemy already is because that's not really predictive. Yeah, so it's basically Overwatch. Get someone close enough that he plans to charge at them. Oh. Right, planning to charge at me. No. I don't understand why this doesn't work. It's right here. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Heads up, reinforcements. Shit, we should put a ward on that door. Alright, knock out all enemies. Sealing a door is a free action. You don't need to seal doors that have no enemies left. Okay. Okay, he's going to charge, which means that you should be able to do a predictive bolt here. Yep. Booyah! That's how we do it downtown. Efficient. As all. Just efficient. Pretty happy with that, though. What's the plan this time? I don't know. Improvise. Inspiring. Knock out all enemies. 3 left. Shoots in the foresee phase if they still have line of sight. Enforcer to bludgeon the nearest hostile. Instantly shoots the first person to cross their line of fire. Okay. Okay, took out the sniper. As I get in here. Okay. And then if she comes in here, he's going to try to charge at her. Right. And then he goes in here. Predictive bolt. Haha, let's go! That's how you do it downtown. Complete, efficient. I didn't defenestrate anyone, though. But it was efficient. Alright, this is it. The way out? It's on the way to the way out. Wait, you haven't been leading us out of here this whole time? You haven't been following me, have you? I don't know where I'm going. Hey, what's up, Imaginary? I've been leading us to the one little thing I need to do before we can leave. You know we're in a police station where both of us are resisting arrest while it's simultaneously being raided by a team of Black Ops wizards, one of whom can transcend time. I'll be honest, I did forget 30 to 40% of that, but we're here now. So where are we headed? This office leads to the holding cells. There's someone there I need to talk to. You're working a case now? Look, I've been calling myself a PI for a year now, and I've had a grand total of 3 cases in the last 2 months. And 2 of them couldn't pay. Jiren Wexler was the last one on my docket, maybe ever. And today I found him 10 seconds after he was shot in the head. By a doctor. I'm too late to save him, and I'm too late to get paid. But I've got one last chance to find out why he died before what we just did makes me a fugitive or a prisoner. And if I don't take it, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm sorry, Jen. For a second, I forgot what it cost you to save me back there. I won't forget again. I mean, I already did. Inside of an hour! Yeah, so my track record isn't great so far, but I'll try. Whatever you need, I've got your back. Thanks. What are we about to walk into? A mess. You ready? I wasn't born ready, but in the 35 years since I have become, amongst other things, ready. Breach? Actually, we should probably think about where to breach. Okay, I gotta knock this dude out through a window. So... you have to seal that door also. Okay, Jen, you are going to breach. No. Going to redeploy, thank you very much. Let's try that again. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to chain bolt. No, you're going to move in here. And then you're going to chain bolt this. It's fairly effective to me. going to breach there. We're going to go... I'm going to move here. I can't get to him. It feels like that's a good way to get shot a lot. What's going to happen to me here? Yeah, no, that's not going to work. Yeah, no. Nope, 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 nope. That's not going to work. All right. Okay, good. So now what I got to get is I got to get her. Okay. Okay. Not sure about this, and then I need to move. Actually, wait, static blast. Okay. Oh man, I wish I had, but I don't. Okay, actually, wait, let's get her first. Seal the door. Okay, I thought that... Haha! Because I got the knockback this time. Hell yeah. Zone 6 of 6. It didn't get efficient, but everything else went well. Okay. Rushwater PD, holding cells. Hi, me again. Don't know if you heard, this station is currently being raided by a spec ops team. One of whom can transcend time. Right, and much of it is on fire. If you tell me why you shot Wexler, I can get you out of here before even more of it is on fire. How? A breach glyph ought to do it. If not, two. And if I don't satisfy your curiosity, you'll leave me here to die? Classy. Fine, if you don't tell me, we'll still save you, but our hearts won't be in it. The quality of the rescue will probably suffer. Oh! The hell just happened? I think you just met Liv Kennedy. I didn't love it. He's like reading. Mission complete. Reunite with Zen Vesker. Complete. Escape Rushwater PD alive. Complete. Avoid any long-term consequences. Okay, I'm a lot more interested in your case now. Who is Banks, and why did the best spec ops team on the planet just assault a police station to abduct her? Dessa Banks. I caught a glimpse at her police file. They have her pegged as a mob doc for the Druid Mafia. When I found her, she just shot her patient in the head with a .45. If she's not mob, she definitely missed a pivotal day in med school. So why would Liv Kennedy want her? Was she an especially good doctor? I guess it's possible she's a great doctor and shooting her patient in the head before surgery was just a kind of power move. Your turn. Who is Liv Kennedy? She was my commander in the Navy Special Forces. She's a chronomancer. She can move on a different time scale to the rest of us. You're dead before you know she's coming for you. Yeah, I got a taste of that. I served with her for 5 years on some nightmare clusterfucks, and I think Liv may be the most dangerous single combatant on this planet. Everyone who saw her work said it sooner or later. I'm glad she's on our side. Well, now she's not. Now she works for Reactor. What's the story with you and Liv? We ran an extraction on a Druid Mafia smuggling ship back in '89. She got snared just as they were about to execute the hostage. I had to choose. I chose the hostage. For years I thought I'd got her killed. Then 6 months ago she resurfaces pulling brutal heists for a PMC. I don't know what she's trying to achieve, but I know I failed her back in '89. If there's some way I can talk her down from this, I have to try. So I guess the guy just has difficult short-term memory, but his long-term memory is fine? If I'm understanding this correctly. Reactor are private military, right? Who's hiring them this time? Private, but huge. The 9th strongest military in the world, last I heard. If you'd asked me yesterday, I would have said they're the DSR military by another name. But if they're sending Liv Kennedy to kill cops on DSR soil, something massive has changed, and I have no idea why. If she's gone off book, all we're looking at is a god-tier operative becoming a serial killer with an unknown agenda. And if not? If today was a Reactor-authorized op, this could light the fuse for World War V. The whole geopolitical landscape of the Southern Hemisphere is going to lurch in ways even I can't predict. And I'm a seer. Okay, we do need to make some files. I have a map. We can work with that. Ah, perks. Spend each character's perk points. Okay, 2 knockback if used at point-blank range. Oh yeah, +1 target. Definitely. If the shot knocks someone out, it can be used again this turn. I don't have enough for it. That's unfortunate. Here you can replay previous levels with your new perks, choosing your team freely this time, including wizards you didn't have at the time. Okay. Outfits. You already own all these outfits, but it takes confidence to pull them off. Desert Detachment, Jungle Tracker, Private Eye. Oh, yeah. East Point Knights, White Witch. Oh, I mean that, clearly. Alright, this guy. Dark Arts, I like that. Hedge Wizard, Urban Arcanist, okay. Full leather jacket. Blackout. I think we're looking at Dark Arts for this one. Okay. A lovely condo, 48 minutes away. This is your safe house? It's cute. Well, it's my ma's place. She's at bingo. All right, well, here's what we need. Your map, a printer, some thumbtacks, and like 40 meters of red string. She actually might be the only person I know who has that combination of items lying around. I like her already. Let's get to it. So how does this work? You drag string between us to prove we're friends? Okay, this goes here. Served under Liv Kennedy. She led the strike on the PD. She abducted Dessa Banks. Reactor employs her. Hey, that all makes sense to me. No rush if you want to rearrange or go over the details, though. Oh, that's right. They're old friends. He served under Liv Kennedy. She led the strike on the PD. Abducted Dessa Banks, mob doctor, we're not sure. And then she's employed by Reactor. Okay. Looks right. Okay, so we have no idea why Liv took Banks. At this point, I'd settle for where she took Banks. Oh, I can answer that. Seriously? Give me 6 newt bones and a vial of her blood, and I can scry her location to within 3 meters. Okay, newt bones sound doable. Yeah, I've got an arrangement with the pet shop downtown. But how do we get hold of her blood? The cops would have taken it when they booked her, part of a standard DNA log. It'll be at the evidence lockup in Stonecliff. And is that guarded? Heavily, but I know a guy there owes me. I helped him find his skink last June. As long as they haven't heard about the clusterfuck at Rushwater yet, I bet I can just ask him. Okay. Stonecliff, evidence lockup, where Jen knows a guy. Jen, I think they heard about the Rushwater thing. Now they get efficient? All right, these are optional extra goals that boost a wizard's confidence. As in life, confidence is only needed to wear more daring outfits. Try for them, but don't stress it. You can always come back to get them later with any new perks you've unlocked. They vary each level. Move the cursor over them to find out what they are this time. Finish with all team members at full health. Defenestrate 2 hostiles with Gale Grenade. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to waste my time focusing on that too much. Sharpshooter, sharpshooter, sharpshooter. No, I didn't. That's not what I meant to do. No. Good start. Wait, I can't. Oh, I have to be interesting. Okay. Yeah, that the rewind is granular, yeah. I guess I have to be facing the same way, though, which is a little unfortunate. How many actions do I have left? I have 1 action left. I did this wrong. This is not going to work. I need her. Actually, wait. Can you come up here? No. No, it doesn't work. Okay, and then she moves here. No. I see we're out of the tutorial section, chat. I see we're out of the tutorial section. All right, if I go... rewind several times. All right, if you go... What if I move her here? Okay. Okay, so he's dead. Oh, I didn't know. Can I get her? Okay, so now okay, that's good because that kills him. Oh, look at that. Oh, it didn't really push him the way I wanted him to, though. Okay. And then for him... and then predictive bolt. No one's going to go that way. Oh, crap. Well, this is bad. Okay. Okay, and then you... Okay. I'm happy with that. Gotta get that thing sealed, though. Okay. Move. That's sealed. Haha, let's go! This is how we do it. Okay. Oh, so it does that confidence thing per level. Okay, interesting. All right, what are we looking for? A blue folder. Her blood's in a blue folder? No, but her file will tell us where they're storing it. Okay, so just grab every blue file I see. Yep, unless your time brain lets you read them instantly or something. I can do 1 second of reading, 1 second sooner than I otherwise would. That doesn't sound like it's going to do it. No. Breach? Breach. Now, question is where? All right, let's take a look at the... Let a single teammate perform 2 actions in 1 turn. Deal with all enemies by the end of turn 1. It's turn 1. Oh my god. Deal with all enemies by the end of turn 1. There's a lot of enemies. Can I chain bolt? Okay. I don't think I can get all of these enemies in 1 turn, though, is the problem. Time boost. Throw in an ally to give them 1 extra action. Oh! Well, what the hell? I didn't know that. Alright. Okay, well, first of all... deploy here. Breach here. Gale grenade. No. Keep doing right click to cancel, and that ain't it, Chief. Okay. All right. I like what I see. Oh, I can't. No, I don't have line of sight. Ah, it's so close. Sugar. Yeah, I made a mistake. I'm going to try this again. Yeah. Okay. All right. You redeploy. I want you up here. And you redeploy here. Okay, I want you to breach. Okay, wait. You time boost you. You move. I think it's here. Grab intel. Rewind. Chain bolt. Wait. If I go here and then I grab intel, right? Then I chain bolt you, and you. Like that, right? Then I chain bolt you and you. And kill you. Yep. Then I Gale Grenade. Actually, that doesn't do anything, so just take cover. Then you, I'm going to breach here. Then I'm going to move here. Seal the door. Hey! Got both of them. Let's go! Both confidence completed. Deal with all enemies by the end of turn 1. Let a single teammate perform 2 actions in 1 turn. Let's go. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I couldn't have gotten back to them anyway. That's fine. For a second, I was like, what the frick? Okay. Can be used once per turn. Doesn't cost an action. Okay, so... Actually, wait a minute. Can't I... Okay, wait. So first of all, you... Okay. You move here. Not sure that's right. I may have done that wrong. Predictive bolt here. Oh, you jackass. the door. There we go. Okay. Woo! Yeah, achievement unlocked. Defeat every enemy on pillars in one turn. One turn wonder. Let's go. Oh boy. Where are you going? Both these overpasses lead to the next building. We can do it in tandem. Okay, but you get shot the moment you walk through that door. Oh, good note. Thank you, Britzostin. Let me breach first. I can take care of it from my side. Okay, knock out all enemies. 11 left. Seal all reinforcement doors. 1 left. Use the laptop to open the security door. Cause predictive bolt to fire before the 4C phase. Okay. Can I hit her from here? No, I cannot. I don't know if that's going to work, but... Here. Oh, yes! That's what it was, because he was at the security door. She opened the security door and he blew her away. Yes! Let's go! Oh, nice. Okay. I did not even realize that's what was going to happen. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, cool. Got some achievement for that, too. All right, so... Defenestrate 3 hostiles in 1 turn. That's going to be an interesting challenge. What's up, Palin Revno? The game that taught gamers everywhere the meaning of defenestrate. So you have played this before, I see. Can I time boost you? No, just take cover then. Okay. Okay, I need to get him. I wish I could rotate the camera. But if I go here, and if I predictive bolt here, and then if she goes here, breach is here. Can I static blast? Yep. Yeah. I love it. You've watched this before. It's on your list to play. Yeah, this is the first that I've tried it. This was a chat chosen game of the month. This is fun. I can see the appeal. Okay, so if I go... The 3 hostiles is going to be tough, though. Oh, I might be able to do it here. So if I breach here... Oh, defenestrate me. Yeah. Okay, rewind. Um. No. Oh, interesting. Okay. Fortunately, though, I already blew... I only blew one out of a window. Need to blow two out of a window. Unless... Shoot. I gotta get him to the wall. What if I move him? And then she does her Gale Grenade? No. I think I should have been next to the door, is what I probably should have been. I don't think I could have gotten there, though. And then she goes like this. Oh, wait a minute. No, rewind. Can I get him? No, but he doesn't move though, it's the problem. I know, the fact that they're always near windows is very funny. That's like what the trailer was doing. No, I don't like it. The problem is that the only way I can get to the door to breach it I need to get him over here somehow. And I don't see how I can do it because I can't boost myself, which sucks. And I can't predictive bolt because... And if I move to breach, then I can't move again. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that defenestrate 3. It's too bad. Too bad, so sad. No, rewind. Let's go here so that way I can chain bolt you out this way. Actually, wait, can I just static blast you out that way? No, you could. Not enough to be able to. But even if I did, I had to get rid of 3 on one turn. I knocked one guy out, and then I knocked a second guy out, but I couldn't knock 3 out. It's okay. I don't want to spend forever just doing that. Especially because the confidence thing is just for outfits, so. No, that's dumb. Okay. 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 So now if I get him over here and then breach here. Okay, I have to get rid of the sniper. Wish I could move, but I can't. Oh, there's a guy there? Oh, geez, I didn't even see that dude. Okay. Kill you. Laptop. Mm-hmm. And then another guy's gonna come in, that's fine. Zap. There we go. Okay. Not bad. I couldn't get the confidence for her. I did defenestrate 4, you know, just to be clear. Found Banks. She was between Jubba and Hiddlesbottom, logically. We've all found ourselves there. This has her blood samples in Fridge 5, room 304. So 1 floor up? Great, let's go. You brought the newt bones? I don't leave the house without 6 to 20 newt bones. Okay, so where is she? She is about 100 meters east. Did you perform the spell 100 times too small? Nope. She's in the next building. And what's that? Controlled substances, I think? Why would they break her out of one police station just to take her to another? I don't know. Want to go find out? After I realign some time crystals, yes. Steve, you're sure this is every gram of blue you have? Yup. Every seizure in the DSR ends up here. All right, Bori, light it up. All will burn. In very mild fire. It is not mild fire. That's a total misnomer. I should not have to take this from a traffic cop. I'm a traffic warlock, and you're a failed arsonist. I'd like to see you untangle the M6 spaghetti junction with some lukewarm flames. Lukewarm. Much as I'd love to hear where this clash of the intellectual titans goes, we have a ride to catch. Steve, stick around and make sure your cop pals don't put this out. Bori, bring Banks. Watch me for a controller with my mind. Well, that exchange raised a lot more questions than it answered. Is Liv's team burning mana? Why? Not for the smell, I'm guessing. Why do the Rushwater PD even have this much mana? The street value of this must be billions. You're supposed to destroy it all at the end of every month. Maybe Defense told them to. I've heard of state stockpiling it on the QT. No one has a military use for it yet, but they're all scared someone's gonna find them. Find one. The traffic light staff. That was that fire guy I was telling you about. Oh, right, I do remember him now. So when I said fire guy earlier, you didn't think of the guy you know who's permanently on fire? You meet a lot of colorful characters in this line of work. Aren't you unemployed? That's what I mean. So who is he? Bori Kesh, the less lethal pyromancer. The less lethal pyromancer. How does that work? I think his flames are like quite hot, but not fire hot, you know? Like you can't go on about your day, but it's more but it's more of an aloe vera situation than an impromptu cremation. The writing in this is cracking me up. It's more of an aloe vera situation. You look like you want to ask something. Who's the guy in the Dayglow robe? Ugh, that's Steve. Steve Clark, traffic warlock. I keep running into him on big cases, and I always forget what a slimy prick he truly is. Wow, Jen. Shit. Get fucked, Steve! Can we take him? How good are you at dodging spectral cars filled with skeleton ghosts? Never made it past regionals. Let's see if that cuts it. Okay. Knock out all enemies, one left. Finish with all team members at full health. Defenestrate Steve Clark, traffic warlock. Sends forth a spectral motorcade of ghost riders that hits everyone in the red zone, then returns to the underworld pending traffic conditions on the 7th Circle Junction. Hilarious. I love it. All right, first of all. Secondly. I don't want to. Yeah, the writing is really funny, Prince Justin. It reminds me a bit of Dispatch with like 50% fewer F-bombs. And of course, no voice acting except mine. I'm trying to decide if I 3-bolt burst this guy. Reduces damage by 2 armor. No, I better predictive bolt this because someone's going to be coming through here. need to save that. Right. That's good. Oh, you're not supposed to run that way. It's not what I meant to do. I could see that. He's a traffic warlock because he wields a traffic light. Case of the toxic spell dump. Might as well. Only did 1 damage, but that's okay. Oh, this is going to be annoying. All right. Can I get you... I'll seal the door. Nope, that was a mistake. Mistake. First of all, shoot you. Okay. Now I move here. Grab intel. Seal door. Okay, so that's locked. There are 2 reinforcement doors left. Oh, crap. It's that one right there. Okay. And for you... Okay. Now I move here. Seal the door. Then I foresee what's left. They do look similarly colored. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, all right. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I do this. No. Rewind again. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to move here. Grab intel. We're going to chain bolt. No, we're going to Gale Grenade. We're going to Defenestrated. It says back on the streets. Now the key to this is, can I get you here? Yes, predictive bolt here. Kaboom, let's go. Okay. Hey. Easy game. Got it. Huzzah. Finished. Defenestrated Steve Clark, Traffic Warlock. Yay. Good stuff. Okay. Mission complete. Steal a murderer's blood. Complete. Use it to track them down. Complete. Defeat Steve Clark, Police Warlock in combat. Complete. Defeat Steve Clark, Traffic Warlock in conversation. Well, he certainly has some difficult self-examination to do in the days and weeks to come. Good times. All right, we got some perk points going on now. Can we use again? I like the +1 damage. Once per turn, when a teammate uses their standard attack, take a free shot at that target. Ooh, this is a tough call. I like Predictive Bolt a lot, but the validation I wouldn't do. I could see the using it again, but yeah, no, I think the question is +1 damage or supportive fire. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take a chance on that. I'm still good with that. Okay, outfits. Oh, that's why, because you need this many points to get this confidence. So if I want to get this, I need another confidence point. I see. And the only way I'm going to get this awesome sauce thing is with 15 points. Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. I got it. Time to get confident. I didn't like that guy. Right? Steve is always an asshole, but he's never actively thrown a ghost car at me before. New low. When we get back, can you scry again to find out where they took Banks? I love that they do this on the subway every time. Oh, no need. Blood scrying updates in real time for up to 36 hours. Shit, that's impressive. Can't beat blood for utility hexes. Where is she now? North by 80 kilometers already? Is that possible? Is she moving? Give me a sec. Yes. Extremely yes. God, like 400 meters since you asked. They've got a chopper. Of course they've got a chopper. That's it. That's what it's about, Geister. Exactly. Stretch your legs, have a conversation. Man, chasing a multi-billion-dollar PMC's best operatives by public transport is surprisingly hard. Where do you think they're headed? Liboli. Reactor is a black site west of Aldo. Nice quiet place where they can do what they want to prisoners like Banks. Then I guess we're going to Liboli. Yeah. In like 14 hours when the next ferry leaves. Excuse me. Can we stay at your ma's place tonight? Yeah, she'd love that. She'll be back from bingo by now, actually. Back to Ma's for a nice cup of tea. I don't understand why this game is not available on GOG. This is a game that is like tailor-made. I don't know whether it, and I honestly don't know the answer to this. I don't know whether it's really complicated for indie developers to get stuff with GOG, but it feels like a lot of companies do, and then there are a few companies, including Inkle, that don't bother, and I just don't get it. This is like tailor-made for GOG. It's only available on Steam, and I don't understand why. Licensing. Yeah, but like, licensing what? What I'm saying is what I mean, Big Boss, is why can't the developer go, like, you mean that Steam pays more for licensing than GOG does? Because because this just feels like, I mean, there are some games that I don't, like I don't think a game like Crimson Desert doesn't strike me as immediately a GOG-style game, right? Or certainly Arc Raiders or something like that, but this certainly does. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I would, if this came out on GOG, I would 100% play this over, this would be the game I would play after Evoland, probably, because Celeste is still not out. Yeah. Some deals are hard to make. Crimson Desert's very close to The Witcher. I've heard that the issue, well, I've heard there's two issues with Crimson Desert. One issue I've heard is that it's got AI assets, and that's a hard no for me, so that's number one. And I have to double check that because I'm not 100% sure. But the second reason is that I've heard that the story is kind of meh, and the greatest aspect of The Witcher 3 arguably is the story. There are a lot of good elements to it, but so. Games with a ton of workshop support, maybe not so much for GOG. So I see. So you're saying that this is a modding game, that there's a lot of mods for this, and that's why it's not on GOG? Huh. Maybe. I hadn't thought about that. Oh, Lordy, you didn't tell me we were having company, Zan. I would have cleaned. God, what must you think, Duck, that I live in filth? Actually, I think it's lovely, Ms. Vesker. This is Jen. Do you remember I mentioned her? You know I don't remember my own name half the time, Duck. Yeah, is that what it is, Palin? Lovely to meet you, though, Jen. Can I get you a brandy? Also, hi to people watching over on YouTube, by the way. Good to see you all. Welcome, welcome. For those of you who don't know, my name on Twitch is Arvin Eleron. I focus a lot on story and narrative in games. If you are enjoying this, please do subscribe to us here at YouTube. Please do spread the word about the YouTube channel. It's free to do that, but it really helps us out. Please feel free to chat in the YouTube channel, and feel free to jump over to Twitch because I'm also streaming over there if you want to hang out with those folks. Keep both windows open. Do it at both times. So hey, YouTube. Getting Project Zomboid on GOG was kind of a mistake because of the amount of workshop. I had not thought about that, Geister. That's a good point. I guess I didn't think of this game as being a heavy workshop-style game. Like, it's not But listen, though. Skyrim eventually came out. Like, right? There were games that eventually came out on GOG that were sort of heavy workshop stuff. Right. Lovely to meet you, though, Jen. Can I get you a brandy? Or something stronger? Nice to meet you too, Mrs. Vesker. Oh, please, call me Bana. Now, how long will you kids be staying? Just the night, if that's okay, Ma. Of course, love. Stay as long as you like. Where are you off to tomorrow? Liboli. Oh, how wonderful. Oh, you must take Jen to the Naval Museum in Aldo. You remember where I used to take you on your birthday? Oh, she'd love it, Zan. We're there to stop a team of Black Ops wizards torturing a hostage and starting World War V, Ma. I'm not sure there'll be time for the museum. Oh, it's such a lovely country, Jen. Not like here. Didn't you and Dad flee for your lives because a farmer corps tried to kill him for whistleblowing? Well, every country has its problems, Duck. Have you been, Jen? I have. Actually, it's where Zan and I met when I did my mandatory tour. Oh, so you know. Lovely. I expect he's told you his origin story? That's not what we call it, Ma. And I'm sure she doesn't want to. Oh, I absolutely want to hear your origin story. Oh, God, don't we have a map to update? I saw your map. It's lovely to see you doing crafts again, Duck. I'm glad someone's finally using those wretched thumbtacks. I bought that box in 1943 and I've scarcely made a dent. Relatable. Oh my God, so relatable. I still have a box of staples that I swear to God I took from my parents' house from like back in the 80s, and I think I'm finally about to use up the last of the staples. Because the thing is, like, I only staple so many things. I don't staple that much, right? And then, like, they don't go bad, so they just... I finally used it. I'm like, yeah, staples is all set. I'm all good to go. What's it about? There's no easy way to say this, Mrs. Vesker, but your son is terrible at filing. I had a system. I just never got around to making the system. The last staple. I bought staples when I was first married. That's been 27 years. I've never bought staples again. Right? It's the thing that you buy. I mean, I don't understand how staple manufacturers make money. I assume that there are some people who staple constantly, and so, like, some businesses, and so that's how they do it. Because otherwise, I'm like, you sell staples, and you're like, all right, you're set for the next 2 decades. Like, it's It is not exactly a planned obsolescence industry, you know. Ah, you've got your father's spirit, Zan. Aw, that's sweet. Oh, no, he had a terrible spirit. Just a dog shit spirit. Ma! Well, I'm sorry, but that man would give up on anything. I once saw him give up on a spoon. Slipped out of his hand and he just left it there, ate pudding with his fingers. Most of my jobs gone paperless. My use of staples has plummeted. Trebuchet stapler and staples for it. Yep. Zan's mom is awesome. Flimsy soul, too. Hey, Prince Justin, I have a question. How much, well, because this also is feeling like a game that I have a plan for the Arvocalypse. So originally my plan was as soon as we finish Citizen Sleeper 2, I was going to go back to the next Ace Attorney game. Then I saw Esoteric Ebb, which I don't know if any of you, I think that was like a few people were talking about that. I thought that was an optimal game for the Arvocalypse, and I still may be doing that. But now I'm wondering if it's worth playing this game. I'm wondering if it's worth playing this game for the number of voice acting. I guess my question is, how much is this? Because I don't really want the majority of our Arvocalypse sessions to be spent just figuring out how to play the game. Like, don't get me wrong, everyone on that crew is a lot of fun, and they're all smart, and they all have fun playing games with me. But, like, I really do the Arvocalypse for them. I really do that because I want to do the voice acting. So games that are text-heavy, not overwhelming text-heavy, which is why Disco Elysium wouldn't work because it's just too much, but games where there's a lot of text and a lot of different characters work. So I'm wondering about this game. And, Geister, if you've played... I forgot to ask Geister if you played through this or just seen it being played. But if anyone knows, like, I'd be interested to see about whether this might be an Arvocalypse game. You know? Just the demo? Okay. What do you think, Prince Justin? Is there enough text for the Arvocalypse in this? Okay. All right, let's get Liv's team on here. All right, so takes orders. Oh yeah, takes orders from Liv. Takes orders from Liv. And the mana stockpile. Stored at Ma's place. Okay, stored up the Stonecliff lockup. And here's the black site. Oh, taken to. Nope. Hey, that all makes sense to me. No rush if you want to rearrange or go over the details, though. The only thing I'm not sure about is this. There might be too much shooty shoots in proportion to text. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering about. Man, this would be an absolutely optimal GOG game. I think it looks right. I just don't know whether this is the problem that it's not linked to anything. Served under Liv Kennedy. Steve Clark takes orders from Liv. Bori Kesh takes orders from Liv. Burn the mana, which is stored at this. Reactor employs Liv. She led a strike on the Rushwater PD. You're out of brandy, so I made tea. Do you really want the story? It's longish. Of course. Ooh, you'll love this, Jen. Building it up isn't helpful, Ma. All right. Okay, so this was Riasi, 78. We're on escort duty for this RNS diplomat. And our APC driver, Valdini, she's hearing a noise she doesn't like from the chassis. We pull over, and of course, as the FNG, she sends me under there to check. And I find 3 kilos of plastic. colored wires, blinking red light, the works. I don't know if I have seconds or minutes before it blows. I don't even have wire cutters. All I can think is to rip all the wires out at once. But as soon as I think it, there's this flash of pain, so sharp I think it's blown already. But it's still there. So I think about just ripping out the green wire and flash, it hits me again. When I think about ripping out the blue wire, though, nothing. I just see myself doing it clear as day. So I do it. Red light goes off, and I just fucking collapse. And that's it. That's how I unlocked. Adrenaline, delirium, and a desperate need to do exactly what it turns out I can do. So do they put you on bomb defusal after that? No. It turns out most bombs blow no matter which wire you cut. Or whichever wire you cut. Once I could foresee without passing out, the brass put me through a craft training program to help control it, then fast-tracked me to Special Forces. That's where I met Liv. Who was trying to blow you up? The bomb was a Merc job, but this was Riasi in the 70s. There's no way Chapel Money wasn't behind it. What did Valdini say? Her reaction focused very much on being right about the dragging noise and much less on the discovery that I could see through time. Good story. I don't know where he gets it, Jen. Not a magical bone in my body, nor your father. Especially not your father. He'd suck the magic right out of anything. It's not hereditary, Ma. But you might have something. You've just never been in... Oh, sorry. You might have something. You've just never been in a life or death situation that required it. Well, it's certainly not shut your father up about the quickest route to downtown after 5 p.m. That came up all you like, and I thought my life was over every time. We better get some rest. First ferry to Laboli, 7 a.m. The Break. Completed Act 1. Act 2. Extraction. First ferry to Laboli. 95 minutes late. So my contact got back to me. She knows a guy who delivers supplies for Reactor. He's going to let us ride in with a shipment of bathroom supplies and pornography. Always ride in style. If we do stop World War V, I hope someone gives us a lift home. Banks hasn't moved, which fits with her being held at the black site. If she's still there, Liv's still there. My gut says they need her for something. If you're right about the stakes of this, we need to get there yesterday. Cat! The hazards of public transit, that's right. I feel like we've moved about 4 inches in 2 hours. Yeah, this is torture. I'm going to find somewhere to kip. This is the chats menu. Optional conversations that can be played at any time. If you just want to move on for now, you can always play them later. Choices made in these don't affect the outcome of the campaign. Alright, let's play What's Your Cat's Name? What's your cat's name? Daryl. You named your cat Daryl? My mom did. She isn't really a cat person. Well, he's a treasure. Yeah, check him out. He licks his own butthole, then looks like you should be ashamed. He's surprisingly chill about being on a ship. Yeah, we think he was a ship's cat before Mum adopted him. Well, he wasn't a Navy boy. We'd have crossed paths. You know every cat in the Navy? Most by reputation, but I had the honor to serve alongside Mrs. Fumblebeans for a tour back in '96. Okay, now we're going to talk about Mrs. Fumblebeans. Daryl bristles. A cinnamon ragamuffin with claws of steel and a heart of ice. Unless you stroked just under her chin, then she flopped around like a fluffy drunk. I love it. Can I ask you something? Shoot. How are you so sure about all this? You were always the guy double-checking our orders, hedging our bets, better safe than sorry. No offense, it was comforting. None taken. But now you see an old friend causing trouble and you walk into a police station with an assault staff? I kind of forgot you were this sharp. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's not just that Liv's playing with fire. It's that I know what happens in a month's time if we do nothing. I thought you could only see 1 second ahead. On a good day, yeah, when I'm in control. But sometimes I get flashes. They're brief, they're rare, and I don't know how far ahead I'm seeing. So most of them tell me nothing useful, and the temporal whiplash lays me out for days. In one, though, I saw a date. It was etched into a massive stone slab, 18692. Above a list of hundreds of names, thousands. So this is set in the early 90s. So June 18th, 1992. Yeah. I can't tell where I am or when I am, and they aren't names I know. But I know it's a war memorial, and I'm swallowing a feeling like a throat full of rocks. I did nothing. When did you have the flash? 3 months ago. Right after Liv Kennedy came back on the map. Why would you not play this? This is cool. Zan's brain. Bear with it. Hi? Hi. Oh, wait, are you really here? Explain where here is, then ask me again. Shit, sorry, I think you're in my dream. This happens sometimes. My foresight runs wild while I'm asleep, and it can drag in other casters if they're dreaming too. Gonna need some clarity on runs wild. This is how you win the time war. Yeah, it's gotta be the end. Well, okay, it runs combat drills. Combat's when I use it most, so that's what it knows. So we're about to fight a completely meaningless battle? Yeah, sorry. I can kill you if you like. That'll probably wake you up. Nah, I'm good. I could use the practice, to be honest. I don't get shot at much in a typical private investigation. Yeah, they're not bad for building confidence. All right, let's breach. Knock out all enemies. There's 4 left. Defenestrate 3 hostiles in 1 turn. Oh, wait, I made a mistake. Made a mistake! You, time boost, you. Nope. You, time boost, you. There we go. Alright, you move in there. Oh, that's not... Nope, it's not gonna work. Okay. No! That was brief? Yeah, there's usually a bit more to them than that. Want to do another? No, I want to rewind. Man. Rewind. Okay. Okay. Now, if I move here... Oh, no, but... Dude, Stop hitting the freaking thing! No. Ha-ha! Kaboom. That was brief. Yeah, there's usually a bit more to them than that. Want to do another? +1 confidence. Hey, efficient, clean. There we go. Proving grounds. Dream training. Oh, standalone challenge missions. Oh my gosh. Okay. Still only has 3 confidence. I need 2 more. Okay. Reactor black site. Back in the real world. Banks is definitely close. My scry is popping off. You okay? You're sweating.
Just out of practice.
Okay. What are we looking at in there?
Automated turrets. They're tough, but if you get close, you can just shut them down.
That seems like a security oversight.
Not a documented feature. Just hold the status button and tap reset 3 times.
God bless military engineering. Disable any turrets, seal all reinforcement doors, prevent 2 reinforcements in total, finish by the end of turn 3. It's probably going to be the last level here. I know what OSHA rules look like in this universe. Well, you know, and it's very appropriate, right? Because think about how many fantastic or science fiction worlds. Like, science fiction, you know, Star Wars never has any OSHA stuff at all. I mean, it's, you know. Right. That's what I figured. So let's take cover. That's as far as I can move? Okay, well then. Oh, I could redeploy. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Where could I redeploy? Oh. Okay, so I move here. And take cover. Okay, and now I... Okay. Alright, and then this one... Nope. Okay, so if I move here... No. Seems like a waste. Doesn't do anything. Nope. Okay. Right. Okay, take cover. And then she needs to finish him off. I'm not going to do this 3-turn thing. That's not going to happen, but... Okay. Okay. Nope, that's dumb. You should go here. Okay. Wall charger, taser thing, wall thing. We're going to have to shut this place down. That's definitely a safety issue. That's definitely a safety issue. Not bad. I just didn't get the confidence for her. Her confidences have been harder, I feel like. Okay, this is the last one. 0 days. Not ISO 14001 compliant either.
I see a control terminal for this turret. If we can reach that, we can do better than turn it off. We can mess with its target recognition. If you get to it, try L. Kennedy and Philidor 77.
You think Liv programmed every turret? So remember that, chat. L. Kennedy and Philidor 77.
No, but she always insisted on having admin-level access to friendly security systems, ever since Medill in 81.
I'd ask, but we don't have that kind of time. Why do you know Liv's passwords?
I respected the hell out of her, but it was very clear she could kill me, and one day might. Seemed prudent.
How do you know Liv's passwords?
It's not hard to spy undetected when you only have to foresee doing it.
Wow, that's unsettling information. All right, let's hack a turret.
It's not going to be easy to reach. Let me try something. I have an old trick I haven't tried in a while.
Read the description of false prophet. Send out a false premonition of yourself, which expires the end of the foresee phase. Enemies believe it's real. Yep, I'll take that. Okay. Nice. Oh, shoot. Seriously? Okay, she's gonna have to move here. God damn it. Why are you so slow? Damn, man. Ah, that's so freaking annoying. I can't believe that I'm not allowed to move that far. God bless America, man. So annoying. Again, she misses her confidence. Like, Man. That's annoying. Annoying! Zan, you're pale, man. You sure you're okay? I do feel rough, to be honest. Turning out suicidal time clones of yourself never feels great, but this is different. Did something bite you? Mark on your neck. Does it look like the one on your arm? Huh. Should we abort? Not an option. Our ride already left. Well, Banks is a doctor. Breaking her out of this dive should earn us a checkup, right? Oh, good point. You want to hang back? I can probably figure something out by myself here. No, I'm good to fight. Thanks, though. Okay, good, because I was absolutely bluffing. Could be a fucking tank in there for all I know. Think human shape, but you're not far off. Whoa. Cause predicted bolt to fire before the 4C phase. Finish by the end of Team 3. Return 3, rather. Nope. Reactor Heavy Gunner Stone. Doesn't do any damage. He's going to do a lot of damage to us, though. not go there? Okay. Okay. Oh, that's bad. That's less great. Oh, because they had an electric thing back there. Okay, cool. Okay. I just saw that wall-to-wall gang joke. Very nice, very nice. Nope. Don't love that. Okay. Okay, 10 different abilities in one turn. Swiss Army life. That's fine. Oh boy. Okay, that's bad. Nope. That's not it. Can I time boost? Silly goose. Go here. There's the laptop. You go here. Hack the turret. Damn it with the grenades. Oh, because there's no other reinforcements there? I see. Okay, so we got the turret going on over there because that's already hacked. Nope, rewind. You. Time boost you. That will allow you to come here. and shoot you. Oh, it's right, because he gets that free shot. Not that it mattered. Okay, and you're dead. Okay. Outstanding. Maybe his favorite drink is a grenadine. I see what you did there. Oh, she got confidence. All right, yeah, because we finished by the end of turn 3. Predictive bolt did not happen, though. I like how these levels... too, are sort of quick and bite-sized. Like, you can zip through these in about, like, maybe 10 minutes. Now, I don't know later on if it gets ridiculously complicated, but... Hey, when you started to feel sick, was it like a swarm of red-hot locusts were nesting in your pancreas? I would have said hornets, but yeah. Okay, I think we've both been poisoned. Just hasn't hit me full on yet. Jen, I'm so sorry. I can barely walk. I might be done. No, you're going to be fine. Just hang back and rest up. Bank's cell is right there. I'm just going to clear the room, bust her out, and she'll fix you up in no time. Simple. Zan is poisoned. His movement is restricted to lose 1 health at the end of every turn. That's very bad. Very, very, very bad. Did it again. I was just thinking that. Yeah, I think speedrun on this would be pretty sick, actually. Okay. Get over there to hack it. The first person to enter their line of sight, you say? Very nice. Oh, no. Okay. This is very bad. Very, 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 very bad. Okay. Okay. Now I just need to kill... Take cover, and now I need to hope that he... No, rewind. No, it's gonna... It's not gonna work because that's gonna hit her. I'll take it. Means I can get this is very bad. Take cover. I could take cover, but then, like, how do I ever get this other person out of there is the problem. This is so bad. Nice, let's go. Okay. Now I can move up here, grab the intel, take cover. This is how we do it. Hack the turret, grab the intel. Okay. Woo. Did not finish by the end of turn 4. True puzzle and not an RNG fest. Yeah, exactly. All right. Here we go. Please, I know you hate me. I know you won't save me, but please don't let Zan die. He's never crossed you. He's just trying to stop something terrible. Please don't. Noakes Bar that night. I used to be a surgeon at Rushwater General. I was good until I started to shake. I knew the symptoms: Strybeck syndrome, degenerative, incurable, terminal. But I couldn't lose that job. I couldn't just wait to die. So I hid it. And it worked for a while. I was good enough to compensate. When the kid came in, I honestly thought I was his best shot. I was wrong. I knew it was a bad cut before I saw the blood, and I knew it couldn't be stopped. The bottom dropped out of my stomach. It was over in seconds. My brain was on fire. Every atom in me was screaming for an undo button on my life. Then a pop, a rip, a snap, and it was undone. The cut? Not just the cut. The whole sternotomy. It means his chest wasn't open anymore. My clamps were sheared off. He sat up. Never heard a room full of attendants scream before. Best we could tell, his body had gone back about an hour. The anesthetic wasn't in his system, but a prep drug was. So it turns out I can rewind people. It was another month before I figured out they have to be dead first. So if they're only unconscious, I have to shoot them first. You understand. If I'd waited for you to die, sending your body back an hour might not have been enough. The toxin could already be in there. Next time I want a regular doctor, so she has to shoot someone, kill them so she can bring them back. It's hilarious. I thought she was a regular doctor. There's a skull on her belt. A red flag, sure, but not a slam dunk for necromancer. I'm not a necromancer. You did just raise us both from the dead. That was today. Necromancers raise zombies. Do you feel like a zombie? I do feel incredibly bad, yes. Then I prescribe a brandy. 3? When did you get back? She was a surgeon. Cute story, but try a shorter version for your next set of zombies. Mission complete. Infiltrate reactor's black site. Complete. Extract Essa Banks. Complete. Get entire team fatally poisoned and shot in the head. Not in the plan, but yes, complete. This game's hilarious. Not in the plan. Yeah, level up. Let's go. Okay. So he's got a perk point to spend. Boosts all targets in a tile radius of impact except for Zan. Prophet fires Seer's main attack at a nearby target before expiring. If the Prophet dies before it disappears, your mana is refunded. Prophet interacts with anything in camp before expiring. No limit on how many times supportive fire can trigger per turn. That's useful. Let's go with that. And for you, to knock back if used to refresh once per turn, refresh your move after firing. Oh my god. Amazing. Doesn't do direct damage, but these are all useful. All of these are useful. I don't care about that. Possibly. I don't know. I feel like refreshing your move is a big deal. Yeah, let's go with that. And let's fix the outfits. That's the one I want, baby. Hell yeah. Now, hers is a problem because her cool one that I want is this. And that's 15 points. That's kind of cool also, actually. That's not bad. But anyway, I got a long way to go on those. All right. Very, very cool. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, so I have a question. Just want to check something quick. And then I'll ask the question. Okay. So would you all say, those of you who have played this before, would you say that for the most part... Oh, wait a minute. Would you say that for the most part the game is mostly... Oh shoot, I want to do this. No. Skip, sure. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do all that story now. No. I don't want to do all that. Would you say that the rest of the game, that the levels are about the same in terms of length, each of the levels? For those of you who have played before, would you say that they're roughly the same? I understand they might get more complicated, but would you say the levels are mostly this way? Like kind of, contained, self-contained, and not like crazy? The reason, yeah, they are. Because the reason I'm asking is, I'm so torn. I was really looking forward to starting Super Mario RPG, but I would like to continue this game too. Why is this not on GOG? Forget it. I see. I think what I might do then is good. This is excellent. I like this game a lot. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this... Yeah, I think what I'm going to do... Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Tactical Breach Wizards is going to be the game that I'm going to play after Super Mario RPG, because the game after Super Mario RPG probably is going to be the Starfield Star Wars mod, Star Wars Genesis, I think, depending on what other stuff comes up around then. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it after that, because I don't think it's a lot about, like, I don't think I'm going to lose the story or anything like that. So I think I'm going to do that because I am enjoying this game a lot, and I see why y'all picked it, and it's a good call. No, but it's very good though. Very good choice. Yeah, I love the humor. The humor is cracking me up, and what I like about it is it reminds me of. Obviously, I like turn-based stuff. It reminds me a lot of like some of the better aspects of like Shadowrun and Invisible Ink, without being obnoxious like Invisible Ink. Now, Shadowrun is a great overall game, so like there's a whole RPG involved. This is obviously a little simpler than that. But I like sort of the premise of it. It also reminds me a little bit too of Fights in Tight Spaces. Something about it reminds me a bit of that also. So that's the thing. Yeah, it reminds me of Fights in Tight Spaces, which I do like. And I played a lot of Fights in Tight Spaces actually back in the day. I could never get Nights in Tight Spaces to work, so at some point I need to try that again. But yeah, so it reminded me a bit of that. Yeah, I saw that, but it's been on the dream list for a while, Effect Life, and it takes GOG a long time to get around to being like, oh yeah. So anyway, but that's cool. That's cool. I am 100% going to come back to this game. I think probably that's the play. I think we're going to do Super Mario RPG, and then we're going to play this next, because this probably... I played it, about 2.5 hours today. So, I mean, it's probably another 3 hours. So say that a typical session of mine is about 4-ish hours or so. I probably could get through this in about a month. I could probably get through it about 4 sessions or so. I think I could probably Nights in Tight Satin. Exactly. But yeah, so I bet I could probably do that. So yeah, I think that's what we will do. Now, if some astonishing, oh my God, I can't believe this game comes out beforehand, then that's fine. But after Super Mario RPG, things get a little dicey anyway in terms of the game I want to play. Like I mentioned, the Super Mario RPG thing, which definitely is on my list. But I also thought about, hang on a second. Never reaching the end. Well, that's true. I mean, it's worth voting. That's true. It's worth voting for it. But where do we go? There we go. So, yeah, so we're going to be doing, I want to finish up with Evoland 2 and then Viewfinder. I'm going to finish that up on GOG. And then my plan is for Esoteric Ebb to be the next Arvocalis game. Solasta 2 I'm going to play whenever it gets released for GOG, and it hasn't been yet. There's all this sort of rumors, but it hasn't been yet. Super Mario RPG, as I said, I want to play, then Tactical Breach Wizards, then the Starfield Star Wars Genesis. Then after that, it gets a little dicey. I looked at Kingdoms of the Dump, which is an indie RPG. I thought about that. Maybe. I thought about HOM 3 Horn of the Abyss. Again, that's a maybe. Prince of Persia The Lost Crown is starting to make me like, I don't totally know. Probably Eastshade. The next game that I would definitely be like, I am fairly excited for would be Suikoden, the 1-2 remaster, which is going to be a longish type game. And then we move down that list. I went through and purged a lot of these games before, and I'll have to go through and do that again. But yeah, this is definitely, so I've added it. So Viewfinder will be on GOG whenever I finish Evoland 2. And then Solasta 2 whenever that is going to be over on GOG as well. Esoteric Ebb will be for the Arvocalis here, so the game that I'll be playing will be Super Mario RPG on my own here, and then Tactical Breach Wizards I'll play after that, and then we'll move on to Starfield Star Wars Genesis, and then we will reassess. That, doing all that probably is going to take us into the summer, I would say, probably midsummer, and then we'll reassess and see where we're at. So that is my plan. Also, incidentally, I don't know if anyone heard about this, but they announced what their new PS5 that they're increasing prices on the PS5 because of like memory shortages and hard drive shortages and stuff. I have never been so glad to have purchased a console earlier than I normally do because I ended up getting the PS5. I've already played some games on it, right? Still have it sitting right here. I played Ghost of Tsushima on this. I played one of the Uncharted games on this. I played the latest Gran Turismo game on this. So I've gotten good value out of it. But man, it's a good thing because now they're actually jacking up prices on the PS5. Also, are going to be almost certainly jacking prices on the Switch 2, which means I'm sticking with the Switch 1, which I still think is playing more of that. Yeah, storage is about to skyrocket. I know, I saw that too. So I'm glad that I'm in the spot that I'm in right now, because my goodness, would not have wanted to do that other stuff going on with this as we go through. Okay, let me just check here. Great, there's that. That's good. Good. And good. Lovely. Wonderful. Outstanding. So you got your 2 terabyte. Hey, what's up, JLC? Good to see you, JLC. I hope all is well. You got your 2 terabyte last week when you switched to Linux. Yeah. So, anyway, so we will do that. But this was great. Good choice, everybody. I am very, very pleased for sure about this. I'm less pleased about whatever the heck is going on with my Dropbox. How about, what is going on with the Dropbox? Hey, Dropbox, what are you doing? Why are you doing so? Please end task. End task, 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 and end task. Also end task. Okay. Got to go fix that later on. I will fire Dropbox back up. I still do GOG on Tuesdays, and I'm going to be going over there. In fact, right now, I got to head over there in about 15 minutes. So, but it's good to see you, JLC. Couple things to keep it in mind. First of all, yeah, I think that's true. Although I will say, Effect Life, one thing about that is that with streaming, there are times when the console is just is a better experience for people watching on stream than when you're doing PC. And the classic example of that is I played Jedi Survivor, and I don't know if I had my PS5 when I played Fallen Order. I think I played that on my PS4. But Survivor I played on my PS5. And I'm here to tell you that when I tried to play on my PC attached to this, it did not run smoothly. When I ran it on my PS5, it was smooth as silk. And so that actually ended up being a better option for me because of the streaming element of it. So otherwise, I would generally agree with you, but there are some cases where the console just working, in quotes, is helpful in terms of streaming resources. So that's all. But I think it's more that thing. And yes, somewhat, I don't know about it being encoding because I have a 2 PC setup anyway. So I'm streaming, like right now when I was just playing that game, I was playing that on my gaming PC, which attaches to my streaming PC the same way using my AverMedia Duo Plus. So no, it's not that. I don't know exactly what it is. It's basically just it's easier to troubleshoot PCs than consoles than PCs. So yeah, no, that's fair. I think that's generally right. And that's going to be a problem for Sony, by the way. A lot of these console companies, the whole idea of the console is you can get something for around the same or slightly cheaper maybe than a PC, and it just works. If they're not going to do that, and if they're going to start charging $900 to $1,000 for a PlayStation 5 or for a whatever Switch, then they're going to lose a lot of their audience because they're going to say, I might as well just make a PC. There's going to be a whole pre-built PC market that will basically do this for less. And they all, unless they're console exclusives, as you say, they all come to all the platforms anyway. That's not sustainable. They're going to have to figure out some way to keep the prices at a reasonable level because PC people are used to having to spend a little more money to get what it is that they need. Like they're tinkerers, right? Console people, that's not how it is. Console people, you just get it and play. At least that's always been the way. So, interesting times ahead. Interesting times. Yeah, exactly. And they're not going to sell it at that way. They're not going to sell it $1,000. Like they'll sell some, but they're not going to sell it at normal prices. That's too much of a sticker shock jump. They're going to have to sell it at like, $500, $600. Can you get that? Yeah. $1,000? No way. No way. Not at scale. Not a lot. So anyway, but I would love to have more chat about this. But I got to get going because I got to go set up for my GOG stream. A couple of reminders about today, though, folks. Don't forget, I will be over on GOG.com at 4 p.m. I will be playing more of Evoland 2. Short stream on GOG today, only 2 hours for Pen and Pixels because then I have to go pick up my daughter from school. But I will be back here tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern with the Our Vocalist playing Citizen Sleeper 2. And then Thursday, of course, will be April 2nd, and that will be our first stream of April. And I'm going to be, I think, premiering Super Mario RPG, although I will figure out the details of my streaming situation in terms of like the schedule and everything. Triffid has done her usual amazing job in getting a lot of this squared away, but I need to kind of finalize everything in the next day or so. So that will be the deal with that. But I got to get heading over. And this was great though. Thank you everybody. Thank you to Prince Justin for the nomination. Another good one. We've had a real good run of I don't think there's been any clunkers in the last 6 or 7 chat chosen games of the month. I've liked all of them. So you all are doing a great job in figuring out games that I like. They work out well, so I'm excited. But I'm going to rise up on out of here so I can get ready for today, 10 minutes later, again, over at GOG at 4 p.m. Eastern, then back on my channel, 9 p.m. for Citizen Sleeper 2. If you like what you saw and heard today, please follow the channel. Please check out my YouTube with !ArvTube. Thanks for everyone who was over there following today. Please subscribe there. It's free for you to do that. Really helps us out. Discord is !ArvCord. Blue Sky, !ArvSky. Website, arvinaileron.com. Financially, !ArvShop is the merchandise area. !ArvTreon is that Patreon, which we're really trying to build back up into triple digits. Cool stuff for you and for the channel. Subbing to the channel is always appreciated. Get those custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch. And on the publishing front, !Icarus, my graphic novel from Athos Arts. !Library, my Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library. That's my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. !Greyshade, that's my Greyshade IP. Greyshade, Renegade, and Heretic. Award-winning, critically acclaimed Grey Assassin trilogy from Athos Arts. You can get that there. You can get the audiobooks of Greyshade, Renegade, and Heretic there as well. Right now, Greyshade's on sale, and you can also get a free Spotify code for audio of Greyshade as well. So now's the time to pick it up if you haven't done so already. And you can also pre-order the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade over there from our very own Brandon O'Brien and Alligator Alley Entertainment. Again, that is !Greyshade for that. As always, !BLM, Black Lives Matter. Important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. !Help Now is the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And !Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send the message we'll do so for others in that situation in the future. Again, thanks to !BLM, Black Lives Matter. Important to affirm, what did I just say? Oh, yes, I said about Ukraine. I was just about to go through it again. No, what I wanted to say was also love and thanks to the people of Minnesota and specifically Minneapolis for continuing to fight against federal occupation in an inspirational way. Love and care and prayers and all good thoughts going your way. Thank you for doing what you do. And otherwise, I'm going to see you folks at the top of the hour over on GOG.com's Twitch channel with Pen and Pixels, playing some more Evoland 2. And then I'll be back on this channel at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight, again, for the Our Vocalists, playing more of Citizen Sleeper 2. That's it from me. Thank you, everyone. Much love to the amazing mods who did this great job today. Thank you to Prince Justin Triffity Mats. Thank you again to Prince Justin Triffity Mats, Effect Life, Nonstop Imaginary Exponent for being awesome Patreon supporters and subscribers. And thank you, as always, to Big Boss, to Echo Alpha, who's lurking in the background. Thank you to Geister. Thank you to Imspiel, the JLC. Thank you to Caro. Thank you to Lonely Night. Thank you to Marquis Morden. Thank you to Payduck Palin. Thank you to Porquito Show, the Airmaster. Thank you to Valerian Gamer, Wispy Song, and Zytera. Thank you, Big Boss. Always my pleasure. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you folks in just a few minutes over on GOG.com. And again, this game will return. More of Tactical Breach Wizards to come in the future. But for right now, I got to get rising on up. So I'll see you folks over at GOG.com in just a few minutes for Evoland 2 and Pen and Pixels back here tonight with Our Vocalists and Citizen Sleeper 2. Until then, everyone, please be good to each other. And bye for now.